SVI Sports Network live coverage presented by First Bank of Wyoming with the countdown to tip-off here at Casper Community College. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you live and bringing you this game as the Braves have the first game for the Star Valley schedule, taking on the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds out of Cheyenne East High School. The T-Birds, the third seed out of the East Side Conference. Star Valley, the 2 seed out of the West. Duke and Dal here with you. And Dal, you work all season to get to this tournament. Here we are. Braves would like to pick up a nice first-round win.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that today. You lift all those weights, you run all those sprints, you hit all those summer games and practices. It's for this weekend right here. It's time, as they say, the hay's in the barn. Now it's time to cash those checks.
Let's take a look at the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip off between Star Valley and East. First, the Crimson Corner, presented by the University of Wyoming.
Well, as you just mentioned, it's going to be the boys first. They tip off here at noon, here in about just under 7 minutes. The Lady Braves will be playing this afternoon against Cheyenne East as well. That one's scheduled for a 4:30 p.m. tip-off. Spring sports is underway, if you couldn't tell outside. First contests are coming up on March 15th and 16th. Check out the latest edition of the Star Valley Independent for that sports schedule. Soccer will be at Rock Springs for a jamboree, a bit of a tournament there on that weekend, and outdoor track will be at Lone Peak. So we are wrapping up the winter season, and the goal is to be playing on Saturday. We'll see if the Star Valley teams can get there. That's a look at your Crimson Corner, brought to you by the University of Wyoming.
Uncover the reason behind UW excellence and explore what makes the University of Wyoming so great. Visit uwyo.edu to learn more. That's uwyo.edu. About 6 minutes away from tip-off here at Casper Community College. Here's the roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering.
This is the first boys game of the day. You got the Braves and Cheyenne East. After this, you'll have Laramie taking on the Evanston Red Devils. On the other side of the bracket, you'll have Cheyenne Central and Riverton. And then nightcap, the Jackson Bronx taking on Natrona County. Just thought I'd give you some 3A boys matchups as well over at the Fort Wyoming Center today. Buffalo facing Worland, Powell against Rollins, Level playing Wheatland, and Douglas playing Pinedale. And that's a look at your roundup, brought to you by Sunrise Engineering.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. For those of you watching on SVI, we will have to turn the camera off before tip-off. Of course, the NFHS owns the video streaming rights for the state tournament, so we'll have live audio coverage with a scoreboard on screen and, of course, live radio as well on Swift 98. But the camera will be shut off before tip-off. We are going to have highlights, though, and so the camera will keep on recording, and then after the game, we'll upload and post some highlights for you on our SVI Media YouTube channel and on our social media pages as well, so you can find those highlights from today's game after it's all said and done. Now let's take a look at this rivalry between Cheyenne East and the Star Valley Braves, presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Well, they're separated by 450 miles, so they don't play each other all that often, although the series has been played a bit more as of recently. Overall, East leads this series all time 9-2 on a neutral court. The Thunderbirds lead at 7-2. Star Valley and Cheyenne East have met twice in state tournament play before, and they have split those two meetings 1-1. So that's a look at your rivalry, brought to you by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. This is the first boys game of the 4A bracket today, Dal, as Star Valley gets set to take on Cheyenne East. Had a couple girls games earlier on. Sheridan took it to Rock Springs for a win. They advanced to the semifinals to take on one of the favorites for the whole tournament, the Cody Phillies, who took down Laramie just a moment ago.
And you know what? Laramie jumped out to a quick 6-2 start, and they were all excited. And then Cody, I think, went on, in my head, I think it was a 32-6 run, something along those lines. And they ended up winning by about 20, but they were coasting at the end. So they're going to have a lot of energy for that semifinal matchup.
That's right. So on the girls' side, the first semi is set. Sheridan and Cody on the top of the girls' bracket. Rock Springs and Laramie dropping down to the consolation. The girls will pick up again later today after a couple of boys' games. Star Valley and Cheyenne East, the first boys' game at the top of the 4A bracket. After this game, Laramie and Evanston will go at it at the second top of the bracket. So the winner of this game plays either Laramie or Evanston to take place right after this one. At the bottom of the boys' bracket, you have Cheyenne Central and Riverton. Then you also have Jackson and Natrona. The Star Valley Lady Braves take on Cheyenne East as well today. And that's a 4:30 tip-off time here at Casper Community College. And that will be, of course, live on SVI, Star Valley and East. on the girls' side of the bracket. It's all part of our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip off the Braves and the Thunderbirds in the opening round of the 4A state tournament. Let's take a look at that records watch presented by the Bank of Jackson Hole.
Well, this is just the 12th meeting overall and the 3rd meeting at state. So again, this rivalry, this series, the history between these two programs, still pretty light, but hey, they've got another one right here. They played at state a couple years ago. They're playing again today, and that's a look at your records watch, presented by the Bank of Jackson Hole.
Invested in our community. Local banking means local investments. Visit bankofjacksonhole.com. That is bankofjacksonhole.com. Again, those watching on SVI right now, I have a camera on momentarily just for pregame coverage. We'll flip that off just before tip-off time and have live audio coverage with the NFHS owning the video streaming rights for the state tournament. We will have highlights, though, for you, so watch for those during halftime and post-game, and also have a full highlight video after this game is over. We'll post that to our SVI channels online as well. It's the first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off Star Valley and Cheyenne East. Now, what do the Braves need to do to get a win? Here are the keys to the game.
Well, key number one, Duke, I think is going to be a huge one, and they need to be the aggressor. Coach Shumway talked about this in my conversation with him earlier this week. He said they want to come out here and do some damage. They want to come out and play to win. And so oftentimes, I think where the Braves have been moved into the 4A class, or kind of the smallest school in the 4A class, they kind of get jumped on, I think, in the first round games. Sometimes these bigger schools, I think, are trying to intimidate the Braves, and I think that needs to come to an end for the Braves to advance, and we'll see if they can get her done today. Key number two, they need to make a statement defensively. They can't let Cheyenne East come out and score 20-plus points in that first quarter. Key number three, they need to play with some confidence. The last time they were on the court against Jackson, that was probably the least confident I'd seen that team. I like to see them come out and be confident in what they can do. They can win this game. They can win the whole dang thing. And finally, hit your shots. Missed a lot of shots against the Bronx. And this team getting these shots hasn't been the issue. Sometimes they've been a little cold knocking them down. We'll see how it goes today, but you got to hit them when they're open, and those are your keys to the game.
It's all part of the first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip off. Your home for totally free checking. It's where free really does mean free. All right, so for those watching on SVI, we're going to flip off the camera, put up the scoreboard screen, and get ready to go for the starting lineups. The Star Valley Pep Band is here. That's the band you've been hearing in the background. Mr. Kurt Sand and the band looking great in the crimson T-shirts with the Star Valley Pep Band, and sound fantastic as always here inside Casper Community College. Star Valley will be the designated home team as a higher-ranked seed, number 2 out of the West. East will be the road team in their road jerseys as the 3 seed from the eastern side of the state. That's it for the first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Here's your starting lineups presented by Mountain Star Products, plumbing supply, gravel, sand, topsoil, excavation, road building, and equipment rental, located on Rocky Road in Afton. That is Wyoming Mountain Star Products. Now the starting 5, first for Cheyenne East. Number 3 at 6.7 points per game is Brendan Bowman. A senior at number 11, 1.6 points per game, is Camden Hasler. Number 15, a 6-foot senior. You might remember him from football season. That's Cam Hayes at 12.3 points per game. Another senior, 6.8 points per game. Number 33, Cale Lissman, is the starter for Cheyenne East. And Coach Rusty Horsley for the East Thunderbirds. Starting 5. Now the starting 5 going to be announced for the designated home team in their home whites with the crimson and gold trim and numbers. That's the Star Valley Braves.
Be a very similar starting lineup that Coach Shumway has gone with most of the second half of the season anyway. A senior wearing number 2, that's going to be P.J. Horsley. Another senior wearing number 3 at guard will be Cash Lancaster. A sophomore wearing number 20 at 6'3", that'll be Cooper Lancaster. The Braves' leading scorer wearing number 24, that'll be Max Jensen. And the big guy down low wearing number 35, that will be Simon Gaskell. The Braves are coached by Matt Shumway and assisted by Dave Moore, Aaron Lancaster, and Ben Hale.
Star Valley comes into the game 19-5 overall. That includes region tournament games, averaging 61.5 points per game, 5th in the 4A class, while allowing 53.4 points per game, 7th defensively in the 4A. Cheyenne East coming into this game 20-7 overall. They went 3-3 on the eastern side of conference schedule in the Southeast Conference. 63.5 points per game for the Thunderbirds, 4th in offense, while allowing 54.3 points per game, the 9th ranked defense in the 4A classification.
Duke, I looked at the numbers of these two teams as you just kind of broke some of them down, and they are mirror images of each other, like within just a point and a half and here and there on percentages and everything. It's going to come down to execution today because I think these two teams have very similar athletic talent.
Talking to coaching staff for Star Valley ahead of the game, they liked the matchup here. They thought they matched up well against the Thunderbirds. Gaskell wins the opening tip-off, and we're underway with Star Valley the first possession. Hesitation for Cash, drives the post, kicks it back outside. Gaskell outside in the corner, goes back to Cash Lancaster, works it down to the baseline, spins on the elbow or post, and back up outside to Gaskell. He drives one-on-one, shot fake, spins, kick out again. Horsley this time. He drives to the elbow, down the post, back to the backboard, and back outside to Cash.
The Cheyenne East team, they're going to dig in defensively. Drew Jackson, number 11, he had a big game against the Braves back in December.
That was the first game of the season for Star Valley in Riverton in the opening season tournament, a game that East won. Here's a step-back three for Cash, and it's good. A Western Horn Steakhouse triple for the first points of the game.
It's a nice sign after last Saturday's cold shooting three-point performance.
And that was good from the college three-point line here in Thunderbird Gymnasium. Jumper on the elbow was missed on the other end by Jackson. Rebounded by Horsley on the run. Braves in transition. PJ can't get to the rim. Now he hesitates. Now he goes. Ball on his hip left side. Shot no good. Rebounded by Jackson. East basketball. Horsley from behind. Reaches for a steal. Gets caught and fouls.
First personal on PJ. First team foul of the game. 6:53 to go. Braves with the initial lead. 3-0 East with the basketball.
Inbounding for East is Cale Listman. He'll do so in front of the Star Valley bench, front court. Inbounds to Drew Jackson. Again, averaging 17.8 per game is Drew to lead the Thunderbirds. Dumps it off to Listman. Right side is Bowman. Down low, but too far to Mirich, and he's blocked. Loose ball picked up by Gaskell. Star Valley on the run. Horsley, angle, drive, pulls up the jumper, left it short, has his own rebound, and can't go back up with it. Outside Jensen, three, left corner, off the rim, no. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be Cheyenne basketball. Hayes on the board.
I'm talking about hitting the open shots. PJ had one right there. He's got to make that.
Outside is Mirich for the Thunderbirds. Star Valley leading 3-0. Mirich angle drive. He misses an open look. Rebounded by Gaskell. Star Valley stays up by 3 in transition. Here's Cash, angle drive to the rim and scores. He faked left, defense bit, came to his right, had a wide open lane. Now East on the run on the other end, to the rim, no good, contested by Gaskell, but East rebounds, misses the putback, and Horsley has the rebound. In transition the other way, Cooper, he'll pull up 3, left wing, yes! A Western Horn Steakhouse triple on the run for Cooper Lancaster, and the Braves lead at 8-0, 5:48 to go in the first. Timeout taken by Cheyenne East. We'll take it as well back in 30 on SVI.
I'm Pace Owens. I'm one of the pharmacists at Star Valley Health. We are positioned very close to the Infusion and Oncology Center, where we can help provide novel therapeutics to patients that come in for cancer, rheumatologic, or other neurologic diseases. And we help support you in getting the right dose at the right time under monitored care to help you on your journey back to health. For more information, visit starvalleyhealth.org or talk to your provider about a referral.
SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Timeout. Star Valley opens up an 8-0 lead.
Great start for the Braves. They look crisp. That word was supposed to be crisp.
Thunderbird basketball. They'll take a 3. Mirich on the right corner. That one's in and out. Rebounded by Cooper. Star Valley basketball running the court down the other way. Cash to the free throw line. Stops. Pops the shot from the elbow. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. Tipped into the hands of Jackson. East rebound. He'll split the D. Go to the rim, and he's fouled by Jensen on his way up to the rim. And that will put him to the free throw line.
It's a really aggressive move to the hoop there by Jackson. They're actually going to call the foul on Cash Lancaster. So I guess they're calling a reach. Second team foul, first personal on Cash. Jackson to the line. We're on the season. He is a 67% free throw shooter. And it's good.
That's the first point of the game for Cheyenne East with 5:22 to play in the opening period. 8-1 Star Valley on top.
Well, they start off the game 0 for 5, and so that time Jackson decided to take it all the way to the rim.
Second attempt for Drew from the Riverside Dental free throw line is a swish. 8-2 after the free throws drop. East will jump into a half-court press out of the inbound. Star Valley breaks it. Cash to the right side. Works it back to Gaskell. He goes down the baseline, and he's fouled. And Simon will go to the Riverside Dental free throw line. He'll have 2 attempts.
Really aggressive move there by Simon. They're going to get Cam Hayes for his first team foul on the Thunderbirds, and Simon Gaskell to the line. And that one's too strong off the back of the iron. Simon's been kind of feast or famine. He either hits them all or misses them all.
He's trying to salvage here on the second one, and
there
does. Makes it 9-2, 5:14 to go in the first quarter of play at Casper College. Star Valley sets the half-court defense as East goes on their offense to the other side. Bowman works around the arc, and now it finds the ball left side to Mirich. Down low to Jackson. He goes up strong and is fouled. Shot no good, and it will be another 2 shots at the line.
That was a really smooth give and go there by the Thunderbirds, and Simon fouls him. Going to force Jackson back to the line where he just hit both of his shots. First personal on Simon, 3rd team foul on the Braves with 5:01 left to go. So Cheyenne East looking like they might be hitting a few free throws here in this first quarter.
First free throw is good for Jackson. He'll have one more from the charity stripe. Still 5:01, as you mentioned, to play in the first period with Star Valley up 9-3. Second attempt for Jackson is off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Gaskell. Hands off to Cooper, and he'll come across the half-court line. Double teamed and travels. Cooper turns it over in the front court, and Cheyenne will get the ball back.
P.J. Horsey will have a seat. Dylan Shumway into the lineup.
Still 9-3, 4:55 to play in the first period. East with the basketball, hands off to Bowman. Weaving up top to Mirich, looks for a screen. Star Valley switching in the zone defense. Left corner 3 on the way, short, no good, but rebounded by East. Dump it down low, shot fake, up and off the square and in. The first field goal of the game comes off a missed 3. Cale Listman gets it to fall. That first field goal for East, anyway, 9-5.
And that
Star
was set
Valley.
up by Brendan Bowman, who got his own rebound off that corner 3-pointer miss.
4:20 to play in the first. Cash sprints to the rim, baseline, back outside. Feeds it to Gaskell, who's all alone and lays it up. Everyone came out on Cash, thought he was going to take the 3, and Gaskell was left empty down underneath.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how you can leave someone Simon's size all by himself, but they did. In fact, I think he was even thinking about throwing that one down.
Star Valley now up 11-5 with 3:58 to play in the first period. East, they'll weave top. Here's Jackson, drives, kick out. Mirich, open 3, top of the floor, in and out, no good. Rebounded again underneath, and the putback is in. Great position for Nath, who was down low and got the board in a bucket.
And that's the second straight possession where Cheyenne East has gotten a basket off an offensive rebound. Braves got to do a little better job.
Here's Jensen, open 3, left wing, off the cylinder, no good. Rebounded by Gaskell, goes back up and scores, rolls it over the rim. 13-7 board and a bucket for Gaskell.
Simon with 5 points, 3 rebounds so far.
Drive and dish outside for East. Nath takes it to the rim, no good. Gaskell has another board. Defensively, he goes to Cooper, who takes it across half court. He navigates the defense, sets up on the right wing, drives down the post, can't get to the rim, under the elbow, spins back to the rim, and shot bounces in. Cooper, nifty footwork, and he makes it 15-7 Braves.
He's a good finisher. That was not an easy shot. Pretty dang good defense from Nathan Mirich, but Cooper knocked it down anyway.
3 minutes remains in the opening period. Star Valley with the 15-7 lead over Cheyenne East. Thunderbird basketball, handoff, little give and go. No shot for Jackson, shut down on the baseline. Back up top and around the arc. Listman drives right post. Shumway's there to turn him away. Comes back outside into the corner. Shumway stays with him. 2:40 to play in the first. Now back up top, fired down the post. Here's Bowman. Can't go up. Back outside again. Listman has the ball tipped, loose, recollects, kick into the corner. Mirich fakes the 3. No shot. 2:28 to play in the first, and East will reset offense. Great defensive series here for the Braves on this possession.
Yeah, they've been very stingy.
Listman up top to Nath. Works it to the right side, over to Jackson. Now an open 3. Listman, there's one, it hits. And Cheyenne East finds the outside net that time, makes it 15-10.
It is interesting, though, with that longer college three-pointer, Duke. That's where the guys are kind of lining up, and that's going to affect some shooting today, I think.
You do have the high school line marked in green, the college line behind it in black. Cooper takes a college 3 and rolls around the inside cylinder for the Western Horn Steakhouse triple.
Cooper with a quick start, 8 points so far in this quarter. Braves up 8.
1:45 and ticking with Listman. Up top and around left side to Jackson. He'll take a three. Short, no good. Rebounded by Jensen on the run. Up in front to Cooper. One-on-one. Defense flies by. Cooper scores. In transition, the Braves up by 10.
Great finisher by Cooper. Cheyenne East sprinting back, tried to make it difficult, and he's still able to finish.
1:22 to play in the opening period. 20-10. Star Valley's offense looking good early in this tournament. They lead the East Thunderbirds as Cheyenne works around the top of the arc. Jackson hands off Listman. Down the barrel three. Short, grazed the bottom rim. Another rebound for Simon Gaskell. He'll dribble out of pressure, go to Jensen. Max in the front court. Steps back, works right side to Cooper. Sets a screen. Deep three for Cooper. Heat check. Off the front rim, no good. That one was beyond the college three line. Now a three in transition on the other end is good for Nathan Mirich of Cheyenne East.
One of those guys that averages double figures, and Cheyenne East has now hit a couple of triples.
Star Valley still up by 7. 40 seconds to go in the opening period of play. Opening day of the 4A West, or the 4A State tournament. Star Valley working the perimeter. Cooper on the right side, dumps it down to Gaskell. Turn, shoot on the block, and an easy one off the square for Simon down low.
Credit to Simon. He was working hard without the basketball. Cooper found him just at the right time.
22-13 Braves. 18 seconds to go in the period. Drew Jackson slows things down in the half court to take the last shot of the period. Clock down to 10, 9, and 8. Now Jackson will get ready to move. 6, 5. Cash on him defensively. Jackson drives, leans in, shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Star Valley has it. Shumway baseball pass is no good on the full court on the buzzer beater, and the Braves out strong early. They lead Cheyenne East 22-13, end of one on the SVI Sports Network.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Start of the second period with the Braves up over the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds 22-13 in the opening round of the state tournament.
Terrific start for the Braves, not just shooting Duke, where they were basically shot well over, basically almost 60% from the field, but rebounding-wise, Simon with 5 rebounds in that first quarter.
Here's a quick three for Mirich for East. He hits it down the barrel to open up the period, makes it 22-16.
Mirich is their top three-point shooter, 32%.
Zane Hedges comes in during the break. He has the dribble, tries to go to Shumway, but it's stolen. East on the run to Hasler, and it's lost out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Shumway.
That was great hustle from Dylan. That was going to be a layup, and he poked that out from behind, and now Cheyenne East will have to execute a half-court offense. 7:38
to play in the second period. Braves leading it by 6. Ball moving around the outside. Here's Hayes. Drive, spins on McClure, leans in, blocked by McClure on the shot.
Nice play there by Smith McClure. Third block of the game for the Braves.
Here's Jensen. He drives. That's an offensive foul as he kind of goes over the top of Jackson. As Jackson, I don't know if his feet were set. He fell backwards, and they get Jensen on the offensive charge.
Yeah, whether it was or not, Duke, but it certainly looked like someone getting run over by a hydroplane. It went right over the top of him.
7:18 to go in the second period. Jensen's first personal foul. First foul on Star Valley as a team in the second. East on the other side, trailing the Braves by 6. Spin at the top by Hayes. Can't get to the rim. Comes back around to the outside. Work up to Drew Jackson.
Terrific defense there by Smith McClure on Hayes.
Works it to the right side. Now Mirich. Picked up by Cooper Lancaster. Still on the perimeter. Now Hayes drives. McClure again. Good defense on him. Denying him down the rim. Back outside. Mirich up top, poked away. Ball loose on the court. Man, McClure's going to dig it out. He'll have it, look for an outlet, now dribble out of pressure. Star Valley basketball coming back the other way. 6:40 to play in the second. Braves lead by 6.
Been really impressed with the Braves getting some deflections and playing sound D.
Ball poked away on the other end, loose on the court, and Hayes will come out with it. He'll have it down low to the rim and scores off the steal in transition to make it a 4-point game. 22-18. Braves have led by as many as 10, now down to 4. Cooper spins, back to the rim, tough shot, no good. Ball loose, picked up by East. Cheyenne a chance to make it a 2-point game here on this possession. Work it over left side. Bowman drives baseline. Good defense by Jensen. Too good. Shot is not going to connect, but a foul. And it will be 2 shots from the line for Brendan Bowman of Cheyenne East.
Max seems a little frustrated. That's going to be his second personal foul. 6:01 to go in the half. We'll see if looks like he's probably going to come out.
Free throw is no good from Bowman. Gaskell, Horsley, and Schwab all subbing in for the Braves.
Bowman on the season, a 61% free throw shooter. We'll see if he can hit his second.
Those 3 that just came in, joining Shumway and McClure, who stay. Second free throw, no good. Fight for the rebound, and East has the board off their own missed free throw. They'll have the extra possession, trailing by 4. 3, Jackson away, good.
Oh, man.
And the Braves have just let it come down to a 1-point game off a missed free throw rebound for 3 points. It's 22-21. Timeout taken by Coach Shumway. Back in 30 on SVI.
Don't you just love going to Caribou Ford in the winter?
It's right in the middle of Eastern Idaho Playground, over Fish Creek Summit. Just beautiful.
By the fishing hole.
Might as well stop for a little soak on the way home.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous warranty forever.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
We are Western Wyoming's leader in live coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Back at Casper College after the Star Valley timeout, Braves have led by as many as 10. Had a nice lead heading into the second period, but East has cut it down to a 1-point game, 22-21. Star Valley held scoreless through the first 2.5 minutes of play in the first, and then they throw it away on offense again. Chance for East off the steal to score. Now they'll set up the offense. Poked away, though, by Schwab. He'll have the steal. Wants to run. Works right. Down the rim. Splits the D. Shots up. Left it short. No good. And then Gaskell gets the ball tied up to force a jump ball call. And, in fact, a travel called on East. Thought maybe they'll get the jump, but they call East for a travel, and Star Valley will get the ball back down low on their baseline. Comes with 5:27 to play in the second period. Lob up top to Horsley for the Braves. Up by 1 point in the opening round of the 4A state champion tournament. Shumway up top, hands off to Schwab, works it over to the right side wing. Deep, and now to McClure, elbow jumper, right side, rolls the rim, no good. Schwab has the rebound, but he can't go back up with it. Clears it back outside. Horsley on the right, dribbles up center, backside to Schwab, dumps it to McClure, ball stolen away on the elbow. On the pass, taken away by East. T-Birds on the run again the other way. Drew Jackson will slow down and set up the half-court offense. Still 22-21. Braves and East going at it here in this opening round. Thunderbirds with the basketball will slow down the tempo. Hasler works it over to the left side to Dean. And back to Hasler, who will step back front court corner left side. Bounce to the free throw line. Top there, drive the post. Spinning but no shot. Ball poked loose. Picked up by East. Driving on the angle is Lissman, and he will charge. Offensive foul called on Lissman. Schwab there to draw the charge, and the Braves get the ball back. Subbing back into the game is Cooper and Cash Lancaster. McClure and Shumway come out. Still 4:27 to play in the second. Star Valley still held scoreless so far in this second period after putting up 22 points in the first period. Haven't scored yet in the second. 4.5 to play before halftime. 2 team fouls on Star Valley, 1 on East. Cash Lancaster sets up the offense in the front court. Works it over to the right side. Works to Schwab. Tries baseline, stops, and they're going to call Schwab with a push-off and an offensive foul. So the ball goes right back to East. 4:11 to play in the second, still 22-21. Cheyenne East basketball. Cam Hayes down the floor across the half-court line. Has a screen, hands off to Jackson. Working against Cooper, drives the post, tough shot, good! Through 3 defenders and scores. East has their first lead of the game, up 22-23. Star Valley on the other end. Gaskell, he goes strong to the rim. A lot of contact, nothing as ball's out of bounds. Both teams wanting a foul, nobody gets it. Ball loose out of bounds, stays with Star Valley. Last touch by East. Cooper Lancaster on the baseline. He'll lob up top to Cash. Looking around, back to Cooper. Goes to Gaskell, below the elbow. Kick out, Schwab, corner 3, left. Yes! A needed Western Horn Steakhouse triple. The first points on the second for the Braves. They retake the lead, 25-23. 3.5 to go before halftime. 3 team fouls on Star Valley, 1 on Cheyenne East. Up top is Jackson, works to Mirich, takes a 3, good. That one barely even grazed the net, and the lead back to Cheyenne East. 26-25, 3:15 to go in the second. Here's Schwab setting up the offense for the Braves. Cash jabs left, dribbles right, top of the key. Back to his left, now wants to make a move. Splits the defense but can't get to the rim. Gaskell on the elbow, works to the right side and retreats back to the perimeter. Outside with the clock down to 2:55 before halftime, as Schwab has it in the right corner up top to Cooper, and now Cash in the circle to reset the offense. Coach Shumway calling a new play. Cash looks and now directs the offense. 2:45 to play in the second. Braves working against the T-Bird defense. Up top, now working over to Schwab. Off a screen, no shot. Back right side, Horsley. Right side wing, tries to go down low to Gaskell, but a foul on East. They're going to call reaching across the body, and that will be a Thunderbird foul with 2:34 to play in the second. Second personal foul given to Cam Hayes. Non-shooting foul, and Star Valley will inbound. This will be a baseline inbound. Schwab will trigger it in. 2:34 to play in the second period. Star Valley still down by 1, 26-25. They've been held to just 3 points in this one, and make it 5 as Cooper hits a jumper on the left elbow. Braves retake the lead by 1, 27-26. Down the left side post, can't get to the rim. Kick back outside. Here's Listman. No shot, ball tipped loose by Schwab, and they'll get him reaching across the body and a little contact. So that stops the clock at 2:18 to go in the second. Braves still up by 1.
Second personal on Dayton Schwab. 4th team foul on the Braves. And, hey, we have a new player, Duke. This table said that was Cooper Shumway who made that last basket.
All right. Here's 27-26. Star Valley up on top but on defense. Outside is Listman for the T-Birds. Works it to the left. Bounces down low. Jackson. Kick out, 3, Listman, no good. Rebounded by Cash Lancaster. Braves ball attacking on the run. Cash works left, drives in, can't get to the rim. Down on the baseline, back outside up top. Ball poked loose, but picked up by Shumway, who passes it down to Gaskell. Dangerous pass and out of bounds. Last touch by Simon, and it's Cheyenne East basketball.
Dylan kind of was in the air and pump fake, decided to try and shoot that anyway. And didn't have a real good chance, and it ended up getting swatted, and Simon just about corralled the rebound, but Karam's out of bounds.
1:40 to play in the second. Braves scored 22 points in the first period. So far, just 5 here in the second with a minute and a half before halftime. Listman outside, goes to Mirich for 3, no good. Gaskell rebounds, works it to Cash Lancaster. Braves still leading by 1. Minute 20 to play. Cash, deep 3 down the barrel. Almost banked it in. It was halfway down and popped back out and in and out. Other end after the East rebound. Jackson pull-up J on the free throw line is good. East up by 1 now, 28-27.
He's got 10 points as Drew Jackson. He's pacing this team when they need a basket.
1 minute to go before half. 14 fouls on the Braves, 2 on the Thunderbirds. Horsley up top around a screen, down the left post, dribbled on his foot and out of bounds. Looked like it may have been poked away, tried to recollect, touch the ball, and it's Cheyenne basketball again.
And you know, Duke, the Braves have missed a few shots here in the second quarter, but the Cheyenne's defense has caused a lot more turnovers in the second than in the first quarter.
T-Bird basketball, 48 seconds remains before halftime. Star Valley now down by 1, 28-27. Bowman will slow down the tempo a lot. Everybody spread out on the outside for East with the clock down to 34. 1 point East lead. Listman dribbles and kicks it back to Bowman. Clock down to 28. And it looks like East is going to drain this thing all the way down and try and take a last-second shot before halftime. Now to 20 and 18. Here's Listman.
Miritz has been their sharpshooter in his first half. He's 3 out of 6 from distance. He's got the ball now.
He has it and works it back up top to Listman, down to 9. 8. Listman hands off to Jackson, but there's going to be a foul on Star Valley. Just 7.4, and that's a shooting foul. It's going to be bonus shots here for East. So you let him milk the clock all the way down, almost 45 seconds tick off, and then a foul.
Listman, a 79% free throw shooter. Hasn't been there a lot, but when he gets there, he generally makes it.
Free throw is on the way, and it's good. That gives East a 2-point lead. 7.4 on the clock, 29-27. Kale Listman will line up again. Second of 2 attempts, good. 3-point Thunderbird lead. Star Valley has Cash across half court. 4 seconds. Now 3. Cash on the right, hands off to Horsley, gets tied up in a jump ball call. Arrow will favor Star Valley, but just 0.6 seconds remains on the clock.
Yeah, it's going to have to be basically a touch shot.
So you do have time to lob and little catch shoot. Go to Shumway. He does get it off in time, and no good for the deep 3-point shot. And the Braves don't have the second period that they had for the first period, and they go into the locker room down by 3, 30-27. Star Valley Health halftime show on the way after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Avail Valley Construction is hiring and a great place for high school seniors to enter the workforce after graduation. Multiple positions are open with competitive pay right out of high school. To learn more about a rewarding career for those of any age, visit availvalley.com.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on. It's sale time at Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home in Afton. Stop by the showroom located half a block south of the Elkhorn Arch and take advantage of carpet, pad, and labor for only $2.99 per square foot. LVP is also on sale with the product available for $2.99 per square foot. Battleson Brothers also has carpet remnants available. That's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, open in Afton, just south of the Arch.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVILOCAL. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVILOCAL for the locals only discount.
Halftime coverage is made possible by Star Valley Health, supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving their best health. Visit starvalleyhealth.org.
Star Valley Health halftime show on the 4A State Championship bracket opening day in Casper. This game being played at Casper College. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you for the Star Valley Health halftime show. With the Braves, Dow jumped up to a big lead in the first. They scored 22 points in the opening period. East puts the clamps on defense. They hold Star Valley to 5 points in the second period. And in the locker rooms, the T-Birds up by 3, 30-27.
Yeah, at one point it was 20-10 in favor of the Braves. They went on that hot start. And then, just some costly turnovers. The Braves turning the ball over. Cheyenne East was scoring in transition. And on another thing I noticed, Duke, was Cheyenne East getting offensive rebounds and then getting points off of them in that second quarter. That was a huge part of that quarter.
Of course, we can't show you live video, but we can do highlights. So for those of you watching on SBI, here's some of those highlights here from Casper College in the opening half. Now let's take a look at this score by the numbers with the Paddleson Brothers halftime battle stats.
Well, first for the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds, Drew Jackson. He had a big game against the Braves back at the beginning of the season, and he's had a nice first half here with 10 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the arc, 4 rebounds, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And doing the damage from distance has been Nathan Maritz. He's 3 of 6 as a team. The Thunderbirds 5 of 13. Also getting into the scoring column, Cale Listman has 7 points, and then 2 points apiece for Cam Hayes and Cameron Nath. The Thunderbirds getting out rebounded 13-11, but they've been to the line 8 times in that first half. The Braves got there just twice. Star Valley led by Cooper Lancaster's quick start. He had 12 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from distance. 7 points, 6 rebounds in the first half for Simon Gaskell. 5 points for Cash Lancaster. Cash also had 3 assists. Dayton Schwab with a 3-pointer. The Braves went 4 of 9 from beyond the 3-point arc. And as I said, just 2 free throw attempts, 1 of 2. That was Simon Gaskell at the line. And so that's a look at your halftime battle stats.
Presented by Paddleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home. Quality, price, and service. That's Paddleson Brothers Flooring, located just south of the Arch in Afton. That's Paddleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home. Braves trailing Cheyenne East at the half, 30-27. See if we can give away a couples combo to Star Valley Station. First correct answer to the phone number 307-203-4637 will win that couples combo.
And our question today is, how many overtime games have these two programs had playing each other? Use the text in number 307-203-4637. And the first correct answer will win a couples combo from Salt River Cinemas and Star Valley Station.
It's all part of the Star Valley Health halftime show on the SBI Sports Network. Braves trailing 30-27 on SBI.
I'm Duke Dance, and when I take out the garbage, I bag it.
I'm David Kazare, and when I take out the trash, I bag it.
I'm Dal Erickson, and when I take out my trash, I bag it.
Star Valley Disposal appreciates all their customers, especially those that bag their garbage. Remember that even with just a little wind, loose trash can be sent flying all over the place. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com.
I'm Sarah Malik. I've been a phlebotomist at Star Valley Health for 6 years. The lab serves the Alpine Clinic down to Bridger Valley, including the Thade and Cokefield clinics. As a small town community hospital, it really is your friends and neighbors who will be there to take care of you. That's my favorite part about working at the hospital and being a patient there myself, is the professional but community feel. To learn more about the services that we provide, you can visit starvalleyhealth.org.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Health halftime coverage on the SBI Sports Network at the half in the opening day of the 4A state championship bracket. The boys Braves trailing Cheyenne East by a score of 30-27. Let's see how Star Valley's done so far with those keys to the game.
Key number 1, be the aggressor. I thought the Braves absolutely were the aggressors coming out of the first start the game. I thought Cheyenne East kind of took control in that second quarter and to make a statement defensively. 3 blocks for the Braves in that first quarter. Again, I think the Thunderbirds kind of turned momentum in that second quarter. Play with some confidence. I think you can kind of see some of the players for the Braves are still looking for that bit of confidence. And then key number 4, you need to hit your shots. Couple of wide open shots missed, but for the most part, Braves have done pretty well in that first half in that regard. And that's a look at your halftime keys to the game.
It's all part of the Star Valley Health halftime show. Advanced, local, and personalized. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. That is starvalleyhealth.org. About 2 minutes away from tip-off time. Now let's see if we have a winner of that couples combo to Star Valley Station.
And the question was, how many overtime games have these two programs had in their history? And the answer is 1. And it was back at Cheyenne East in the 2008-2009 season as part of that McDonald's tournament. I'm not sure what it's called now. That was at Cheyenne East High School. The Thunderbirds won that one 69-66. So if you're the first person to answer 1, you've won yourself a couples combo.
We had a lot of 1 answers, but only 1 first. And the phone number ends in 3622, 3622. If you texted in 1 and your phone number ends in 3622, congratulations. You won that couples combo to Star Valley Station in Afton. We'll have a certificate for you next weekend at SVI Media. You can stop by and pick it up anytime. That's it for the Star Valley Health halftime show. Both teams out on the court here at Casper College, and we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Shumway can make here in the second half to get his team back into their first period style of play.
Well, Duke, the thing that kind of jumps off the page to me here is your leading scorer is Max Jensen. Max has 2 shots. One of them was like a desperation heave, so it really doesn't count. So he has 1 shot, really, and he picked up 2 fouls, and that's got to be in his head a little bit because he was in foul trouble the entire game against Jackson. He had 2, but he hasn't scored yet. So when your leading scorer hasn't put up any points yet and you're only down 3, I think they can actually look at that as a positive because we know what a good shooter and player Max is. We'll see what type of impact he's able to have in this second half as he basically sat for the whole second quarter with that second foul.
Again, opening round of the bracket, so Star Valley taking on East. Winner of this game will take on either Campbell or Kelly Walsh, who play after this game here at Casper College. And then the brackets will flip toward the Ford Wyoming Center tomorrow for the second day of the tournament. Lady Braves do play also against East at 4:30 this afternoon. We'll have that game live on SVI as well. We're ready to go. It will be Cheyenne East basketball for the opening possession of the second half. T-Birds lead it by a score of 30-27. East in their road blacks with the light blue trim. Star Valley in their home whites with the crimson and gold trim. East works the outside. Listman hands off to Jackson. Deep 3 from the college line, no good. And the ball ricocheted out of bounds off of Star Valley, stays with East. Another deep 3, though, from the college line, Dal. I think every 3 we've seen today has been from the deep marker.
Well, I think it's just human nature. You see that line, you think, okay, that's where the three-point line is. And, yeah, the players are generally making themselves shoot a little bit longer 3.
East will inbound to the outside. Shot fake by Hayes. Drives in. Reverse layup. No good. Almost got it, but hung on the rim. Rebounded by Star Valley. Working the ball down the floor the other way. It was Gaskell who had the board, and Star Valley sets up the half-court offense. Cash to the right elbow. Hands off to Jensen. Deep 3, no good. Rebounded by East. Thunderbird basketball. Listman down the floor, left side. Hayes drives on the angle. Good with the foul. 7:12 to go in the third, and that makes it 32-27 with the and 1 shot to come.
Simon can't believe it. Second personal on him, first team foul. Cheyenne East was only whistled for 3 team fouls in the entire first half.
Free throw no good, but rebounded by Jackson. Clears it outside. Mirich for 3, no good. This time Jensen has the board for the Braves. He'll dribble out of some pressure, work it up to Horsley. Bounces to Gaskell, one-on-one in the lane, but the ball poked away and stolen. East defense still causing problems. They go on the run and a big block call on Jensen after he got plowed over, and the Boo Birds start pouring down from the Braves fans as they thought Cam Hayes was not set.
Well, that's third personal on Max, and hopefully he can just shake that off and keep playing. He did what he was supposed to do. He just did not get the benefit of the doubt.
Said that wrong. They thought Jensen was set, and it looked like Hayes went through him. 6:40 to play in the third. East with the basketball on a 5-point lead, up 32-27. Here's a strong move to the rim, but missed by Jackson, rebounded by Jensen. Star Valley basketball. Max on the run, goes right to Horsley, sidesteps the defense. Left side, Cash open deep 3. Good! A Western Horn Steakhouse triple from College Land again, and it's a 2-point game.
And again, that was a deep 3, and that's the teams have decided this is where the 3-point line is today.
The high school line is outlined in green here in the gym, but everybody going for that black one That's marked for the college game. It's deeper. Star Valley back to within 2 after the triple.
Yeah, at the top of the key, and it's basically 2 more feet.
Yeah. Still working around the outside. Now driving is Hayes, right post. Tough shot, no good. It was contested by Gaskell. Simon has the rebound, and then he's fouled. Stops the clock at 5:52 to play in the third. Braves with the ball and down by 2.
Cale Listman picks up his second personal. First team foul on Cheyenne East, 5:52 to go in the third.
Braves basketball with Horsley across the half-court line. Picks up his dribble. Back to Horsley again after going up top to Cash. Now to Cooper. Double team on the block, and he's fouled. This will be on the floor, but 2 quick fouls on East.
Yeah, he bumped Cooper off of his feet there. Cam Hayes. That's his third.
Max Jensen will inbound baseline for the Braves.
And unless I'm mistaken, Duke, I might see Coach Saris across the way. Right at midcourt. We'll have to check.
Star Valley basketball. Jensen will square up the offense up top. Ball on his hip to the rim, kick out. Horsley takes the 3, too strong, no good. And rebound fought for, but pulled in by Cheyenne East. That 3 just a little too strong as Bowman takes the dribble down the floor. Up top to Miritz, drives and hands off to Jackson. He dumps it off down low to Listman, but lost the ball out of bounds. That was a great pass from Jackson, but Listman wasn't ready for it. He thought the shot was going to happen.
I don't even know how he got that ball to him. That was an incredibly athletic play from Drew Jackson.
5:10 to go in the third period. 32-30, Star Valley still trailing, but with the ball. 2 team fouls on each team. Horsley works right side to Cash Lancaster. Bounces to Gaskell. One-on-one on the block. Spins to his right. Kick out to Cooper. He'll take the shot. Good. Another Western Horn Steakhouse triple for the Braves, taking a 1-point lead.
Cooper's been hot from outside today. 3 of 4. He's leading the team with 15 points.
33-32 Star Valley ahead of Cheyenne East at the Casper College. Ball movement over to Bowman for the Thunderbirds. Now left side is Noah Jackson. Back up top and around the arc. Right side, Drew Jackson. Very different body styles between Noah and Drew, so yes. I'm not sure if there's a relation there or not. But here's Drew back down to Noah. Low block, one-on-one against Gaskell. Spin, head fake, shot good with a foul. They're going to call that on the shot and give it to him. I'm a little surprised by that as East takes a 1-point lead with the damage to come from the line.
Coach Shumway wants some clarification.
I mean, you give him the foul, but I thought it was a little early to be on the shot.
So this is Noah Jackson to the line for the first time today.
Free throw no good. Rebounded by Cooper. Star Valley back down by 1. All the way down the floor to Shumway, and he runs out of the gym trying to chase down the ball. Can't get there and out of bounds. The Star Valley goes full court pass and throws it away.
So that was foul number 3 on Simon. Third team foul on the Braves. 4:11 left in the third.
Simon and Horsley sub out. Smith McClure back in along with Max Jensen. Also Cooper, Cash, and Shumway remain on the floor. Here's East basketball. Up by 1 point. 3:58 to go, and a moving screen call away from the ball. The downside official called it an offensive foul against Cheyenne East.
Nathan Mirich picks up his first, and that's the third team foul on Cheyenne East.
Now Coach Horsley for the Thunderbirds arguing his opinion.
If you're an official, I guess you're getting yelled at by both coaches in your mind. You rationalize you're doing your job.
3:53 to play. Still third period. Braves down by 1, 34-33. 3 team fouls called on each. Here's Cash, hands off to Shumway. Right side wing, dribbles up and goes to Jensen. Right elbow, drives the post, can't get to the rim, got tied up, and then pivot, spins, shoots, and rolls it over the rim.
That was just about poked out of Max's hand, almost tied up. He recovered and then made a tough shot.
Another lead change, this time to favor the Braves, up 35-34. East basketball. Working it to the right side. Here's Mirich. Drives and blocked from behind by Cooper and out of bounds. Great job by Cooper to not contact on the body and just hung in the air to swat the ball away.
Yeah, from behind. That was a very athletic play from Cooper. 4th block of the game for the Braves.
East will inbound after the out-of-bounds block. Jackson throws it to the corner. No shot for Bowman. Drives on the elbow. Can't get up the shot. Works it back to Hasler on the outside. Hands off to Jackson. Heel driving. He gets tied up. And a foul. I thought maybe they're going to get the jump ball, but they do not, and it's a Star Valley foul.
They're going to get Shumway on the drive. First on Dillon. 4th team foul with 3:09 left in the quarter, so Cheyenne East maybe getting to the line.
First personal on Dillon. It's the 4th team foul on the Braves. Inbound downloaded. Noah stolen away by the Braves. Jensen on the run. It's one-on-one on the other end. Sidesteps and swatted. Ball loose and saved. But it is picked up out of bounds, so it stays with Star Valley.
Coach Shumway beside himself. He felt like Max was fouled, and both of these coaches are right in the ear of these officials.
3 minutes exactly to go in the third period. Braves with the ball and a 1-point lead. Inbound to Cash in the left side corner. Pulls up the jumper on the baseline. No good. Jensen swats the rebound, but into the hands of Bowman. East basketball. Jensen stays back court to put on pressure, but East will get it to Hasler to cross the timeline. Up top, Bowman drives left post. Tough shot, no good. Fight for the board. Noah Jackson has it. He'll spin, shoot, and score. Lead back to Cheyenne East by 1.
Cheyenne East has scored just about half their points off offensive putbacks, whether it be a 2 or a 3.
36-35 Thunderbirds. Jensen for the Braves. Drives, pull-up jumper on the elbow, short, untouched, out of bounds. Cheyenne East will retake possession. Timeout taken on the court. Will take it as well. Looks like a timeout taken by Coach Shumway. Back in 60 on SVI.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Down at the creek, Swift Creek Trading, that is.
It's not about selling hats, boots, and jeans.
It's about giving back to our Valley's youth and keeping our heritage and traditions alive.
When you shop at Swift Creek Trading, you help us sustain agriculture.
You help us perform. You help us compete. You help us brand our own businesses.
So come on down to the creek.
Swift Creek Trading, that is.
Where your purchase supports us.
Where your purchase supports us.
The SVI Sports Network returns now with more live coverage of Star Valley High School sports.
Coming out of the Star Valley timeout, Braves trailing East in a back-and-forth second half with 2:23 to play in the third. East up 36-35. 4 team fouls on the Braves, 3 on the Thunderbirds. It is Cheyenne East basketball. Drew Jackson across the half-court line, works it to the right side wing to Hasler. Bounce pass down low to Noah. Spins on McClure. Great defense from Smith. Shot contested, no good, but the rebound tipped to East and the putback missed. And then Jensen has the rebound, saved it to Cooper before it goes out of bounds, and then Cooper is fouled. You know, something we've seen happen now the last few weeks of the season is Smith McClure come off the bench and just own the defense inside.
Yeah, he's got the length and the strength to be an issue, and he's come in and been difficult for teams to handle, and he did about as good a job right there as you can ask for.
Get Star Valley the ball back with under 2 minutes to go in the third period. Braves lead it by trail by 1 point with the basketball. Cooper goes baseline. A nice move to the rim and missed the shot. He had a great move, had a wide open look, and then it rolled out. Mirich on the other end. Transition 3. Drew Jackson's good. Oh, what a tough sequence. A chance for the Braves to take the lead. Instead, they're down by 4. Transition 3 for Shumway. No good. Rebounded by Cheyenne East. Thunderbird basketball with 1:25 to go in the third period. 39-35 East.
Yeah, basically a 5-point swing right there.
Jackson holds the basketball in the corner, really slowing down the tempo of the game. Up by 2. Star Valley comes up to guard. Cash will put on the pressure. Screen set. Jackson drives, dishes back outside to Hasler. He gets tripped up. They play on. Mirich takes a 3. No good. Deep rebound. Pulled in by Jackson. Another 3. Missed it. Another deep rebound. Mirich has it for East. as offensive rebound after offensive rebound for the Thunderbirds.
That's a frustrating sequence.
Driving in, ball loose, picked up by Cash Lancaster. The Braves have a steal. 46 seconds to play in the third period. Star Valley down by 4. Hand off to Cooper. Up top now to Schwab. Schwab works it right corner to McClure. Back up top, clock at 35 seconds. Shumway makes a move in the lane. Can't get to the rim. Kicks it back outside. Cooper resets the offense, stepping back into the corner. Crossover, drives the angle, sidestep, dumps down to McClure on the block, back out to Cash. Clock at 18 seconds to go as Cash will step back. Braves down by 4, 39-35. Cash has a screen, drives the left post, down to the baseline, but no shot. Back outside again at 8 seconds. Now Cash again at 7 seconds. 6, 5, screen set. Cash drives, kick out, Shumway, 3 at the buzzer. Yes! A Western Horn Steakhouse triple as time expires, and the Braves pull back to within 1 off a 3 from Shumway. 39-38. Thunderbirds on top heading into the fourth on the SVI Sports Network.
My name is Rod Jensen. I am the president and CEO of the Bank of Star Valley. I've had the great honor of holding that position for 26 years now. The best thing about working in a bank is helping people. It is the reason we exist. The local community bank went out of business, and a group of local citizens decided that Star Valley needed a community bank. They came together, we formed the bank with the focus of helping individuals, and that is what we get to do day in, day out.
Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is committed to building safety at the mine and in the community. Recently, Simplot was awarded the Sentinels of Safety Award from the National Mining Association, while safety manager Wampa Roberts was named the Distinguished Safety Professional of the Year. Smoky Canyon Mine's rescue team consistently wins the Simplot Rescue Team competition. Simplot also dedicates resources for their annual Safety Day with area 5th grades. Simplot, bringing safety home.
Your leader for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Mountain Valley Mattress Company, fourth quarter at Casper College. Braves in a battle against the East Thunderbirds. 39-38, Cheyenne East on top. Star Valley will have the opening possession after hitting a 3 right before the end of the period. And East has a steal. They take it away, and then it's right back by Schwab, and he's tripped in the backcourt and foul. East went right into the half-court trap, and I don't think Star Valley was ready for it. They get a steal, but then Schwab with a heads-up play.
Schwab's in the right place at the right time there. Bowman whistled for a blocking foul there as the ball was loose. First personal, first team foul.
Star Valley again working against the trap, put in the half court. Good ball movement. McClure down low to the rim. No good, but an offensive foul on Smith McClure as he goes to the rim strong. We've seen a few of those today, offensive fouls, and it's back to East with possession.
First personal on Smith, first team foul of the fourth.
Still a 1-point Thunderbird lead, 39-38. 25 seconds in, we have one team foul apiece in the Mountain Valley Mattress Company fourth quarter. Ball movement around the outside for East. Up top is Bowman. Back to the right side to Drew Jackson. Holds it, works it over to Listman. Defense comes out on him deep in the front court. Now to the elbow is Hayes. Back deep, 3 from Mirich is off the mark. That was way beyond the college line, no good. Rebounded by Schwab, Star Valley basketball.
Yeah, that was almost what you call an unconscionable 3.
Right side, left side is Cash for the Braves. He drives the lane, can't get to the rim. Kick out, McClure, 3-corner, no good. Rebounded by East on the run. Cheyenne wants to run with it. Taken away again from behind by Schwab, but lost it out of bounds. He's been scrappy in the half-court defense.
Yeah, I've really been impressed with Dayton coming off the bench. He'll stay with East, but they stopped a potential transition bucket there.
Both teams held scoreless through the first minute of the fourth period. 39-38, Braves down by 1, East with the basketball.
Gaskell and Lancaster both getting set to come in.
Here's Bowman working against Shumway. A little bump, no call. Back to the outside to Hayes. He drives the left post, but McClure shuts him down. Back outside again to Listman. Max is on him. Hands off as the defense switches around the screen, and a timeout taken by Coach. No, they're going to call a foul on the East bench. The official was standing right in front of the East bench, and I guess someone was talking to him.
It could just be a warning.
Yeah, it is just a warning, but they are going to blow the whistle.
Interesting.
So no foul goes on the board, but the East bench with the warning. Stays with Cheyenne East. Hayes works it right side to Bowman. Thunderbirds with just a 1-point lead, still 6 minutes to go. Kick into the corner. Hayes drives, can't go up. Kick out right side. 3-ball, no good. Rebounded backside by Max Jensen. Off the corner, miss. Jensen hesitates, now drives, dribbles behind his back, works it down to the baseline. No shot, double team, tries to force one up the post to Gaskell, and it's stolen away, and then Jensen fouls.
That was not a good decision from Max. Tough pass, but then he reaches where he shouldn't, 90 feet away from the other basket, and that's his fourth.
Comes with 6 minutes remaining in the game. 39-38. Star Valley goes into a half-court trap now defensively.
Going to leave Max in there.
Ball movement still in the backcourt for Jackson. Now they cross the timeline with a big pass now to the rim.
Oh!
By Gaskell over the top. What a huge swat from Simon. He came over as Mirich was driving in and just elevated over him and took it out of bounds.
Simon says no.
Well, that was massive block from Simon. Kept his body away so he wouldn't have any contact. Just reached out and not today. Mirich again down the right post. Shot blocked again by Simon. Into the hands of Cooper this time. Back-to-back swats for Gaskell. Cooper on the right side. Drives. Goes to Simon. In the lane. Shot no, but he is fouled. And Simon goes to the Riverside Dental free throw line for 2 attempts and a 1-point deficit.
Man, he is battling on both ends of the court. Foul is called on Cam Hayes, and that's his fourth. So 2 of the standout players in this game with 4 fouls. Jensen for the Braves, Hayes for the Thunderbirds.
Simon's free throw is good to tie this one up at 39-39. Noah Jackson back into the game for Cheyenne East.
That's just the 3rd free throw of the game for the Braves and the first free throw of the second half.
39-39, make it 40-39. Simon has them both.
9 points, 9 rebounds in the game to go with 3 blocked shots for Gaskell.
Braves stay in the half-court trap defensively. East in the backcourt. They cross the timeline, work it up ahead. Now left corner to Mirich. No shot up top, and now they'll run the half-court. Here's Bowman to the rim. No good. Contested again by Simon. He'll have the rebound, and he's fouled.
And Simon, I thought, was a little late coming over, but he got there to affect that shot and then gets the rebound, and then they're going to get Bowman on the foul afterwards. Second personal on Bowman, 3rd team foul on Cheyenne East with 5:09 left in the game.
Braves basketball up by 1. Jensen across half court. He's bumped. Ball loose, stolen on the court. Bodies dive for it, and East is going to call a timeout with possession. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Horsley. East basketball when we come back in 30 on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Dr. Mark Johnson from Riverside Dental. This has been another milestone year for us. To accommodate our growing practice and our growing community, we've recently brought on Dr. Jorgensen. His addition to our team has allowed us to expand our hours to include Fridays, making us more available than ever before. Here at Riverside, we provide a full range of dental services, including dental implants, wisdom teeth removal, same-day crowns, root canals, and pediatric dentistry. Come join our Riverside family as we help you on your journey to a healthier smile.
Your leader in local coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Live from Casper College, 5 minutes remains in this 4th period. Braves up by 1. East basketball, 40-39.
That was a tough turnover for Star Valley there. Max just about was able to at least get a jump ball out of it.
Drew Jackson on the right side wing for the Thunderbirds. Works it over left side to Mirich. Cooper all over him. Has to give up the basketball to Bowman. Back left side corner, Mirich, and resets up top. Playing pitch and catch, 4:35 to go in the game. Right side, Bowman wants to drive angle but can't. Defense shut him down. Braves doing a great job keeping the ball on the perimeter. 4:25 to go in the 4th.
The Braves switched, and right now Simon's on Mirich. They've got to switch back.
Ball moving around up top. Mirich, Simon comes out on him. Works it right to Jackson. Now they switch. Down low. Noah drive shot no good, but he's fouled. And that puts Noah Jackson to the Riverside Dental free throw line for 2 attempts.
3rd personal on Simon. 3rd team foul on the Braves. Jackson back to the free throw line where he's 0 for 1 today. And he's only been to the free throw line 2 times during the season. Got that one.
ties the game at 40 as Smith McClure subs in for Simon. Gaskell picking up his 4th personal, and so he's out.
Oh, I thought that was his 3rd. I apologize.
Comes with just 4:11 remaining, though, so he won't need to sit long. Tied at 40 all, midway through the 4th. Noah Jackson to the line. Missed that one. Remains tied. Smith on the rebound. Goes to Cooper, who comes across the half-court line. Braves in a tie game in the opening round of the state tournament. Here's Cooper to the rim, right post and in. Cooper to the glass, and it's a 2-point Braves lead.
Great finish from Lancaster. He's got the game high of 17 points.
42-40, 3:50 to go. Cheyenne East working around the outside perimeter. Jackson, left side to Mirich. 3:39 to go. Dump down to Jackson on the post. Flick it to the right post to a wide open Noah Jackson. A great find from Drew to Noah to tie the game again.
Man, that was a beautiful pass from Drew Jackson.
42-42. Both teams with 3 fouls apiece. Coming down to the wire in the Casper College with 3:20 to go in the game. Cooper, deep 3, down the barrel, cornered it between the rim and the glass, no good. Rebounded by Jackson on the run. Drew coast to coast, and no good block, but into the hands of Noah. Missed the putback, and it's a rebound for Star Valley. Max Jensen on the board, goes left side. Able to find Cash, drives, kicks out corner to McClure, and he lost it on the line and out of bounds.
Tough break there for Smith. In a tough spot. 3:01 to go. Into the lineup is Camden Hasler for Cheyenne East, and Bowman back in there as well. He's got the ball.
Again, 42-42, tie game with 3 fouls each team. It is East basketball. Hasler kicks to Hayes. Star Valley back in the man-to-man defense here again on this set. Jackson up top to Hasler. And now to the left side wing.
It feels like Cheyenne East is, all game, they've kind of taken these long possessions. They're really not in a hurry.
2:33 to go in the game. East continues to work the outside. With it is Mirich. Up top now, Bowman. Jensen's on him defensively. He'll spin and hand off back to Mirich. Defense switches. And look at Jensen reaching across the body in the front court.
Just a little too handsy, and he's done.
Jensen's going to foul out of the game.
I don't think he fouled out the entire regular season, Duke, and now he's fouled the last 2 games. I think he's a little frustrated.
Simon Gaskell, who has 4 himself, will sub back in. Also does Dayton Schwab, will come in for Smith McClure. 2:21 to go in the 4th. Still tied 42-42, and the Braves will have to finish without Max Jensen. East basketball. Bowman. Left side to Hayes.
This possession coming up on a minute.
And East continues to just work it outside. Braves playing aggressive on the, well, they're at least guarding the perimeter, but East has been able to pass away, and then they throw it away. An unforced turnover on the Thunderbirds.
Star Valley worked for a minute and 10 seconds defensively, and they get the turnover. And it cost them their leading scorer, but they do get possession.
1:53 remains in the game. It's 42-42. And a timeout taken by Coach Shumway. 4 fouls on the Braves, 3 on the T-Birds. We'll take a 30-second break. 1:49 to go in this one in the opening round of the state tournament in Casper on SVI.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
You're watching Star Valley High School basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Coming out of the Star Valley timeout, Braves have Schwab, Cash, and Cooper. Also, Gaskell and Shumway on the floor, tied against East. This is Star Valley basketball. Schwab drives the right post, spins, no shot, in trouble, and clears it back outside to Shumway. Back up top again to Schwab. 1:37 to go. 42-42, winner advances to the semis. Cash drives on the low block, pivots and spins and works it back outside again. Clock rolls down to a minute 24 to go in the game.
Both teams taking their time here at their last possessions.
Up top is Cooper. Right side is Cash. A minute 16 to go. Has a screen. Drives the post to the rim. No good. Fight for the rebound. Schwab has it, but he's out of bounds. He had it kind of falling out. Steps on the line. Comes down on the line. And the ball back to East.
A tough shot from Cash. He was hoping to get a call. Didn't get it.
Cheyenne East with possession. 1:08 to go. Fourth quarter. 42-42. 4 team fouls on the Braves, so a Star Valley foul puts the T-Birds on the line. So Cheyenne East is going to try and milk some clock here. Star Valley can't foul to put them to the stripe.
That's got to be 5 seconds.
And it is a 5-second closely guarded call.
Cooper Lancaster, nicely done.
Braves get the ball back with 53 seconds to go. East couldn't get the ball away, and they turn it over. In the backcourt is Cash Lancaster with 48 seconds. This could be the possession to win the game.
Thunderbirds do have a foul to give.
Just 3 on their count. 41 seconds. Cooper works to Cash. Has it in the front court. Down to 36 seconds. Holds it, now dribbles. Right side to Shumway, and a timeout taken by Coach Shumway with 33 seconds remaining. We'll keep it here for this timeout. It's 42-42. And you made a valid point. Now Star Valley couldn't foul on their defensive possession because they had 4 fouls that would have put East to the line to shoot. But the Thunderbirds only had 3, so they can foul if things get close on the clock.
Man, but what a huge defensive execution there on that last possession from Cooper Lancaster against one of East's best players, Nathan Marich. And he followed him across the midcourt. That was, that was just what the doctor ordered.
Give Star Valley the ball back after the turnover. 42-42. Star Valley jumped out to an 8-0 run early in the game. They led by as many as 10. Struggled a little in the second, and it's been nick and tuck the whole way in the second half.
Well, this game has been just back and forth ever since about midway through the second. There's got to be at least 6, 7, 8 lead changes.
42-42, 33 seconds remains. Winner will advance to the semifinals to take on either Laramie or Evanston, the game after this one.
Coach Ben Hale coming over confirming the Braves have one more timeout.
Gaskell, Cooper Lancaster down low. Schwab inbounding to Cash Lancaster backcourt. Dangerous pass, but he corrals it. Shumway also in the game as the clock rolls down to 27 seconds. Ball over to the right side, now down to 24 and 23. Cash up top, he'll drive, dump to Gaskell, open, shot, good with the foul! And Gaskell to the Riverside Dental free throw line for the and one. The Braves lead it by 2, 18.9 remains in the game.
5th assist of the game for Cash Lancaster. Simon now with the double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocked shots.
Spirit fingers from Braves fans as Simon shoots, left it short, no good. East with the ball. They still have plenty of time in a 2-point game. 14 seconds remains, and now Cheyenne will take a timeout from Coach Horsley. What a play from Simon down low. Cash with a great assist. He wants to drive. All the defense sucked up on him and left Simon alone down low.
Here's a crazy stat, Duke. Braves with 5 free throws in this game. Simon Gaskell has all 5 of them. He went 3 of 5 today. No one else attempted a free throw for the Braves. Yet. I guess there's still 14 seconds left.
14.2 is on the clock. It is going to be Cheyenne East basketball. Star Valley is up by 2, 44-42.
As a team, Cheyenne East shooting 28% from 3 on the regular season, according to the wildpreps.com stats. So far today, Nathan Marich 3 for 9. Drew Jackson 2 of 6. Cale Listman 1 of 4. I would think that it's going to be Marich or Jackson if they do opt for a 3, and I would think it's going to be Marich. He was hot in the first half. He's been cold, but you just kind of have that impression he might knock down a deep one.
Now, Star Valley defensively, if you find a matchup you like with someone you might want to put on the line,
that's a good point.
You can do that with 14 fouls and a 2-point lead and hope that they miss a free throw if you have a shooter you like to put there.
Cheyenne East is a pretty good free throw shooting team, 66%.
I doubt that's going to be the strategy, but it is an option. Here's East with the basketball. Clock down to 11 seconds. Now 10 seconds. Drew Jackson makes a move to the rim. Shots up, and it is a block call. And they're going to get Star Valley on the foul of 7.7. And we talked about putting a non-shooter to the line. That is certainly not Drew Jackson. And he's going to go to the stripe and a chance to tie the game from the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Schwab second. Jackson is 3 of 4 from the line today.
He'll have to get them both. Braves fans making some noise at Casper College. First free throws away, and it's bouncing and no good.
Wow.
So Jackson will now see what kind of strategy Coach Horsley goes with. Do you do the intentional miss, or do you make it and then foul Star Valley? It would put the Braves to the line with 14 fouls on East.
And Cheyenne East has been great on the offensive glass, so you got to box out.
They've had 2 missed free throw rebounds in the game. 7.7 to go. Free throws away. It is good. It's a 1-point game and a timeout taken by Coach Horsley with 7.7 remaining. Star Valley up 44-43. So now East will have to foul, and as long as Star Valley can hit some free throws, they earn a trip to the semis tomorrow night.
Well, Duke, the media, the general media talks every year, especially in 4A, generally how the East dominates the West, especially in the boys' side of things. And so regardless of that, it's great to see the Braves come over and show that they belong. They belong in this game. They belong in the 4A class. No more of that small school garbage.
Well, especially these two teams played game 1 of the season, if you remember, and East won that game handily.
15 points.
You want to talk about the progress Star Valley's made over the course of the year. Here they are with a 1-point lead down the stretch and the ball. 7.7 seconds remains.
And the East Thunderbirds do have 14 fouls, so if they commit a foul, the Braves would go to the line. Not on the court is Simon Gaskell.
They put the
hey, Simon's been 3 for 5 today.
He shot well.
He has been awesome. He's got a double-double. I'm just saying, in this situation, he's not out there. If it turns into a free throw, it's going to be somebody else.
So you have the shooters on the court. You have Horsley, Shumway, Schwab, Cash, and Cooper. Cooper is inbounding. Star Valley just needs to get a clean inbound, no steal. Looking, running out of time, and a timeout call before the 5-second call. That's the last timeout remaining for Coach Shumway, as they almost gave it. They almost turned it over. Just about didn't get it in on time.
Yeah, that was about as close as it gets. That was probably 4.5 seconds.
Clock remains at 7.7. Full timeout taken by Coach Shumway. No timeouts remaining. So again, here's the situation. Star Valley has a 1-point lead. They got the lead after Simon Gaskell hit a 2-pointer in the lane. A little layup in the paint. Put Star Valley up 44-43. On the other end, the Braves fouled Drew Jackson driving to the rim. Shot no good. Jackson missed the first free throw but hit the second. And so it's a 1-point game. Star Valley up 44-43. It is going to be Star Valley basketball, but no timeouts left. Both teams in the bonus. So if the Braves can just inbound cleanly, East will have to foul, and then Star Valley just needs to hit a couple free throws.
And as you mentioned, Duke, the Braves with their shooters out there, P.J. Horsley, Dylan Shumway, Cooper Lancaster, Cash, and Dayton Schwab, they're all pretty good free throw shooters.
Again, Cooper will be on the baseline. He'll inbound this. Whistle counts. Here goes the 5-second, 2-second, 3-second. Bounce to Shumway. He's double teamed and fouled. Almost a second, about a 1.3 rolls off the clock. There's 6.4 remaining. And that will put Dylan Shumway to the Riverside Dental free throw line, the sophomore, to take 2 big ones to go to the semis, or at least give yourself a good chance.
4th personal for Cale Lissman. 15 fouls, you mentioned. Shumway to the line. He's not been there today. As I've said, he'll just become the second Brave to shoot a free throw today. On the season, he's just a shade under 70%.
No Star Valley players on the post to go for the rebound. Everybody off. Shumway misses the first one. Stays a 1-point game.
That gives East a little bit of option here. They don't have to shoot a 3.
Even if he makes this, Simon back into the game for Horsley to give Star Valley a little defense on the other end now. 6.4 seconds remain. Shumway has one more attempt here from the line. He'll take a dribble, send it away. That one's good. It's a 2-point Star Valley lead, 45-43. We'll see what East does. Do they go for the win? Here's their shooter, and Jackson will drive, but a timeout called beforehand in the front court with 3.9 to go.
I think the coaches He's coached Drew Jackson a long time. He knows he had to be on his horse to get that timeout call because Drew Jackson was going about 100 miles an hour to put that floater up.
So 3.9 is what's on the clock. Certainly time for Coach Horsley to drop a play. You can dribble, you can set a screen, maybe one, pass two if you're really quick. And East has a chance here to tie or take the lead and win it at the end.
They got a lot of options, Duke. 3.9 seconds in the bonus. They can try and get a foul. They can shoot a three for the win. They might go for an and one. They've had several of those today, so they've got some options. The Braves, though, if that ball goes up and it misses, you have got to secure that rebound.
Star Valley will have Horsley, Cash, and Cooper. Going to have Schwab and Gaskell on the floor. East is going to counter with, of course, Drew Jackson, Nathan Mirich, Brendan Bowman, also Cam Hayes, and Cale Listman down low for the T-Birds. 3.9 remains. Coming out of the final timeout for East. No timeouts remain for either team, both in the bonus. 45-43, Braves by 2. East with the basketball, and they do put a little more back on the clock, 3.9. And so now the inbound. Go quick to Drew. He drives, jumper on the elbow, no foul call. Missed the shot, rebounded by Cooper, and the Braves win. Star Valley knocks off Cheyenne East in the opening round, and the Braves will go to the semifinals tomorrow. 45-43 your final. The Braves hold off East down the stretch.
What a gutty performance from this team. They were probably thinking, oh, here we go again. They led by 10 early on. They started off hot. They haven't lost very many games, Duke, but when they have, they've had a double-digit lead, and then the other team comes back. They scrapped it out for about 2.5 quarters, and, man, what a bit of drama here at the end.
Again, the final 45-43. Braves advance to the semis tomorrow night at 7:30 to play either Laramie or Evanston. In your Silver Star Communications postgame coverage, we'll keep things brief today, and we will have Coach Shumway with Clay Merritt as soon as we can catch him. Let's jump right into your stats. Presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One, Floor and Home.
Huge game for Cooper Lancaster, 17 points, 4 rebounds for him, and I might even say an even bigger game for Simon Gaskell. 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks. He went 3 of 5 from the free throw line, Duke, and he had what ultimately turned out to be the game-winning basket. 8 points for Cash Lancaster, 4 for Dylan Shumway, including that last free throw, 3 for Dayton Schwab, 2 for Max Jensen. Max had a short day because of fouls, and I'm sure nobody's happier than him. For Cheyenne East, 14 points for Drew Jackson, 9 for Nathan Mirich, 7 apiece for Noah Jackson and Cale Listman, and 2 points for Cameron Nath and Cam Hayes, 4 points. So the Braves out-rebounding the T-Birds and went 4 of 7 from the line. The T-Birds missed a few in the second half, only went 7 of 14 from the stripe. The Braves go 7 of 17 from 3, 41%. Cheyenne East goes 6 of 20 for 30%, and the Braves advancing to the 4A semifinals. That is a nice win for this team.
45-43 your finals. That's the look at the Battleson Brothers Carpet One, Floor and Home post-game battle stats. And the Braves will take on either Laramie or Evanston tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. That game will be played at the Ford Wyoming Center. Looks like Coach Shumway already back in the locker room with his team, so won't be able to catch up with Clay Merritt and Coach Shumway on the floor. Have some highlights rolling here for you. We'll end our broadcast and post a full highlight video to our social media and YouTube channels right after this game, so you can catch some highlights from this one. Great win for the Braves, 45-43 the final. That's it for the Silver Star postgame coverage. Star Valley girls play at 4:30 today. They also take on Cheyenne East. We'll be back here at Casper College for you with that game live on the SVI Sports Network.
You're watching Star